Today, reviews are in for Intel's Arc GPUs, AMD's B650 boards will hurt your wallet, first RTX 4000 benchmarks without DLSS, and RX 7000 is set to be a real challenge for Nvidia. Welcome everyone to Gamer Melt. First up for today, we finally get to see reviews on Intel's Arc A770 and A750 GPUs. And believe it or not, Intel does really well. As you can see, without ray tracing, the A770 beats Nvidia's 3060 as well as AMD's 6600 XT, though it falls short of the 3060 Ti and 6700 XT. With ray tracing, it does far better than AMD's cards and even seems to keep up with Nvidia. Overall though, Intel's new A770 looks like a great deal given it can sell for MSRP, and the A750 is in a similar place. At $289, it's well priced for its performance, though the RX 6600's cheaper price can still make it a great buy. With that said, there are still some issues, like high power consumption when compared to AMD or Nvidia's cards, especially when idle, plus driver issues that reviewers encountered, though I will say that they have improved a lot, and Intel is promising to continue working on them moving forward. Next, you can try out the one place I recommend for learning computers for free today. I'm of course talking about this video's sponsor, Brilliant, the platform that was built from the ground up to teach the STEM field, and that of course means computer science. But what sets Brilliant apart the most is that they teach you by getting you to do it. It's the best way to learn, and Brilliant uses really fun, interactive puzzles that help you understand the concepts. Not only that, but their mobile app is awesome. It lets you do everything you can on desktop, so you can learn anywhere. Plus, there's a ton of courses for beginners all the way up to professionals. And you can try it out for free when you visit brilliant.org/gamermelt. Plus, the first 200 who sign up using my link will get 20% off the annual premium. Once again, that's brilliant.org/gamermelt. Next up for today, it looks like the pricing for AMD's B650 boards found on B&H wasn't too far off. According to a new report by Video Cards, an MSRP list of B650 boards by MSI has apparently leaked out, and it's not good. As you can see right here, they start out at $189.99 and move all the way up to $329.99, meaning the $125 we saw from AMD must be the absolute bottom of the barrel. That, or AMD plans to introduce another chipset to lower the cost. What's even worse is that none of these boards are the extreme variant, so they may have even more expensive boards coming. Don't forget that these are supposed to be the mid-range, yet nearly every board is over $200. Talk about depressing. Next up, we finally get to see official RTX 4000 performance without DLSS. For those who don't know, Blizzard finally released Overwatch 2 yesterday, and while they seem to have quite a few issues with the launch, it looks to be fun overall. In honor of that, Nvidia released a new video as well as benchmarks for the game using their RTX 4000 cards. And the most interesting part is that they don't include DLSS 3.0, given Overwatch doesn't support DLSS at all. And that means we can finally see real performance numbers for Nvidia's next-gen GPUs. No new upscaling tech that the older GPUs won't have, so this should be a far better metric of raw performance. And as you can see, the 4090 gets over 500 FPS, which definitely isn't bad. It's just over twice the performance of the 3080. When we compare it to the 16GB RTX 4080, we can see that the 4090 is significantly more powerful, making Nvidia's new 90 card a much bigger jump over the 80 variant than we saw with the 3000 series. Basically, you're getting more for your money, though that's still a lot of money. Next, we have the 12GB 4080, and here we finally get to see the proof that this was almost certainly meant to be a 4070. When compared to the 3080, the 12GB model isn't even 20% faster. It's pathetic, to be honest. You might as well call this a 3080 Super. Sure, it has new cores to help with ray tracing and DLSS 3.0, but it's really absurd if you ask me. Remember that the RTX 3080 had an MSRP of $699 2 years ago, yet the 12GB 4080 is an unreal $900. So for 20% more performance, you're paying $200. To say that's absurd is an understatement. They also showed off latency with Nvidia's Reflex technology, and it is nice to see that go down by quite a bit. Overall, Nvidia's next gen is impressive minus that 12GB model and the unbelievable pricing. And lastly for today, I've got an update on AMD's RX 7000 GPUs. The story comes from Red Gaming Tech, and according to his sources, next-gen GPUs from AMD will be able to compete with Nvidia's RTX 4000 cards. I'm talking Navi 31 can compete with Nvidia's top-end 4090, Navi 32 challenges the 4080 and 4070, and Navi 33 can take on the 4060. He also stated that Navi 33 think the 7600 XT would be around the performance of Navi 21 or the 68-6900 XT. Now, when compared to Nvidia's cards, we don't know if that's purely performance. It could mean challenge in that AMD is planning to win in price or performance. I'm not sure. But either way, this is great news because it would mean that Nvidia could be forced to lower their sky-high prices. Even if you're a huge fan of Nvidia, you want AMD to do great. Simply put, having a monopoly in the market doesn't help anyone. Think of it this way. Without Intel getting knocked down by Ryzen, we'd likely still be paying $1,000 for an 8-core CPU. So if RDNA 3 can challenge Nvidia, we may finally see pricing get back to normal. And the AMD news doesn't stop there. Known leaker RO Game recently shared the PCI Express IDs for RX 7000. He even shared specific IDs for Navi 33. Basically, AMD's definitely gearing up for their next gen. Finally, there's an interesting story from Moore's Law is Dead. According to him, RX 7000 could have compute cores similar to Nvidia's Tensor cores to give it a boost in their upscaling tech. Now, AMD's current version of FSR likely wouldn't benefit, but the company could be planning to utilize AI in their next version. It would likely still work on all GPUs, but RX 7000 could get a bigger boost. Either way, AMD's next gen is looking exciting. Hopefully they can deliver, or $2,000 GPUs could become the norm. So while that does it for today, do you think AMD's next gen will force Nvidia to lower prices or not? Let me know down in the comments below. And make sure to check out Brilliant at brilliant.org/gamermelt. And as always, have a great day.